Now, Mwalimu Rachel spoke about investment is taking risk, isn't it? So it's not all rosy. Sometimes you will win, sometimes you will lose. Have I lost? I've lost. Big money. And I'm going to tell you one. So I remember this particular day. I had just parked my car and I was walking to the office. And you know these newspaper vendors, the way they display the headlines in the morning. And as I was walking, I saw this newspaper vendor with headlines displayed. And I peeped into Daily Nation. And this is how the the headline read. Airtel slashes tariffs by 67%. Airtel slashes tariffs by 67%. Right there, I got sick. In fact, I said these words within me. I'm having a bad day. I controlled myself. I walked to the office. By the time I got to my desk, I knew what I needed to do. I had just 2 months before that, I'd just put in a very significant sum in Safaricom, 600 million shillings. And in one day, the competitor had just started a price war, which was literally shaving money from shareholders and giving it to customers. In one headline. I called my group CEO. I told him, today, we have a tough decision to make. We have 600 million in Safaricom. We are starting to sell. And we will sell even at a loss because we do not want to be found by this price war. And the market, the NSE market, opens at 9 a.m. in the morning. And I can tell you, similar conversations were going on in other offices. Not just in Kenya, globally. 9 o'clock came. And you know what happens? We normally have a display on your laptop of how the market is, the prices. And before the market opened, the share price was 5 shillings and 60 cents. The first trade that happened was 5 shillings and 55. I sold. Boom. Not everything. Now you're selling, 600 million is a lot. So you don't exit on one person. And we sold until we got to 5 shillings. The next trade was a lower price than the previous one. Still morning. We got to 5 shillings and the whole market came to a standstill because the IPO price was what? 5 shillings. Now, if we go below 5 shillings, we are now accepting a different territory. We are cutting our losses. And someone from London did a trade, a big trade at 4 shillings and 90 cents. And right there, right then, hell broke loose. There was no barrier anymore. My last share, I sold it at 4 shillings. I lost 160 million shillings. I can see why that guy is scratching his head. If you've ever lost 100 million shillings, you can relate with how I was feeling. But I never stopped. I knew I had to exit. The share price went below 4 shillings and went all the way to 2 shillings and 85 cents. Meaning, if I had stayed in there like a coward, I would have lost more than 320 million shillings. I took my money and I went and invested in another stock. Thank God, it was a very good stock. So within 12 months, I'd recovered my 160 million. But I learned a very important lesson. A very important lesson, which I want to share with you. Know when to cut your losses and do it boldly. I've seen too many people who are sitting on decisions that they know they are bad decisions. The biggest challenge as an investor is to accept that you've made a wrong decision or times have changed. So it's very easy for us to have a conversation here and we say we invest in all these things. It's a different thing to know when to exit. Every investment is measured by its exit. A good investment must go through in, out. When the money is in your pocket, that's when you say you are successful. There are too many people walking around here telling people, you see how I have a lot of land in some place worth 300 million. But the guy is poor. There's no cash in his pocket. True investment is measured by the exit. Okay? So, very important lesson. Know when to cut your losses. And you can only do that if you accept one thing. To own up all your decisions. Own up especially bad decisions. Don't run away. Don't hide them. And make decisions quickly. Make decisions quickly to move on. Cut your losses, move on. And I've done this many times in my personal life and in business. And it is the most liberating thing that I know. In fact, if I'm recruiting someone in investment, I ask them, have you ever lost money? If they've never lost money, they cannot join Nabo Capital. Because they don't know how to deal with challenges and losses.